What's up, Jabroni? Steven here, and welcome back to yet another reaction. Today, we're hopping into Once Upon a Time, episode number 9, True North. Hopefully, you've been enjoying the series. If you have, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon if you want the full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's perfectly fine. You can get episodes whenever they show up here again. Yeah, last episode was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was the best episode of the series, or at least tied with the one right before it. Episode number 7 and 8 are the two. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. True North. I don't know. True North. Not sure what that means. Let's see. What else happened last episode? Where did we leave off last episode? I mean, I think the ending of that, wasn't the ending of the episode, wasn't it like Rumpelstiltskin saying, I just took what was mine or something? I believe that was the ending. Nonetheless, like, comment, subscribe. Let's hop into this episode. Here we go.
Sure.
Cool. Henry made friends.
I didn't take anything.
They set you up, buddy. They done set you up.
And a liar, too.
The wood it provides will keep our family's
She
hearts
seems
warm.
mad familiar, like I've seen her in other things.
Can't I have an axe? Compass?
So they don't get lost. A family always needs to be able to find one another. Yeah. Okay. Go.
So why isn't he here? Father! Father!
My man sounded like Scorpion. Get over here. Just yelled out, get up, but in that like Scorpion voice.
You're not his mother, and it's all taken care of.
I'm here because I'm the sheriff. Oh, that's right.
Go on, do your job.
You guys are just trying to help out, huh?
Well, they also stole candy.
Please. Please
Candy
don't
isn't
arrest
really
us.
helping out.
Guards,
Off with their heads.
seize them.
Cancel, run!
Oh, shit. Well, seems like a nice house.
Please. No. If our parents see you, they'll be so embarrassed.
They're lying.
Why'd you guys lie to me?
Ooh, what's up?
Where are your parents? Their mother was a woman named Dory Zimmer. She died a few years ago. No one seems to know her or remember her.
And the father?
There isn't one, at least not one that they know.
You didn't report them.
I report them. I can't help them. They go into the system.
The system that's supposed to help.
Yeah, says the woman who wasn't in it for 16 years.
We're gonna be separated.
Oh, shit.
No,
She acting?
it's not gonna happen.
Please. Please don't let it.
Man, 2 years on their own? Man, did they enroll themselves in school? What the hell? Kind of the sheriff. I can't jump over some loopholes here? Or some of the red tape, I mean?
I'm so sorry. Those documents have been recently removed.
Maine's group homes, unfortunately, are filled, but they put us in touch with 2 homes in Boston.
But you
Boys
know
home and a
that
girl.
they can't leave.
They're separating them?
I don't like it either. But we've got no choice. You
But
need
they
to
can't-
have them in Boston tonight.
They can't leave, though.
We're in it.
Is she making
home.
her take
I'm
her
just trying to
take
find
them?
the best one.
Because she knows when she tries to leave, it'll be an accident?
No matter how you're tempted, don't eat anything.
Do you have anything of his? Something you can remember him by. Something I could see.
I don't.
Now, okay, now this, well, we have a bit of a situation now. It looks clean, it looks good. But she told me not to. She could have told me what would happen, you know, like if you do this, you'll die. But, you know, whatever. Evil Queen is Evil Queen for a reason.
Be sure she's sleeping. I can't.
Any idea where it could have come from?
Oh, wow. Look at the detail. You know, this is crystal. This jeweled setting. And despite the rather unfortunate shape it's in, this is actually a very unusual piece. The person who owned this obviously had great taste.
And where would someone like that buy it?
Right here, of course. Yes. Here we are.
Favorite time.
What's your price?
Forgiveness.
How about tolerance?
Well, that's a start.
How did she have it though? What's the story about? Why didn't she tell you?
What was this?
Let me guess, 12 years and 9 months ago. I know it's a lot.
The truth can be painful, Emma, but it can also be cathartic.
I agree on the painful part.
Well, hey, look, you told Henry the truth, that his father's dead and he's handling it great.
I didn't tell him the truth.
There we go.
What?
Henry's father was no hero, and trust me, he does not need to know the real story. You know you don't have to check up on me. I know what I have to do.
Really? Because those kids are supposed to be in Boston tonight.
Well, they'll be a little late.
A fight.
I have
Then
the
while she's
perfect
getting
idea.
set up, I'd grab a key that's in her pocket and toss it to me through the bars.
You go back in time and tell you before you decided to bite into the cupcake.
She's coming. She's coming. I can't do it. I'm good time.
Yes, you are. Again, let him go first for being a moron. Nice. What's happening here? Yeah, hit her word. There we go. Good job. Oh, never mind. You're a moron. Okay.
You will butter. And to cook. Quick, Gretel. Lock her in. Let me out!
Oh, they straight up murdered her. Does she not have magic? Oh, shit.
I would have gone gravy.
With a heart?
You did it.
What's an apple? Oh,
Yeah, we did.
it's the apple, the poison apple. Okay.
You've got a strong heart, girl. And as a reward,
They did it pretty easy, too. And
I've
real threat.
decided to invite the two of you to live with me. Here.
No. We want our father back. He would never abandon us. And even if he did, we would never want to live with someone as terrible as you.
Is that so?
Just making us spin in circles for some reason. That's why Regina did it. Because they can't leave, so they're gonna have to get into a car accident for the car to stop, right?
And they still chose uncertainty because of their blind faith in you.
The hell is she wearing? Like a bow? What is that on her neck?
Tell me why. Why did your children refuse me?
Because
they
we're
don't,
a family.
they don't know you.
And family always finds one another.
You can all be together
If you find each
as a
other,
family
the catch is you have to find each
as
other.
soon as you all find one another.
I mean, if she wanted to be real mean, she would have separated them out too. Holy shit. Just threw them in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Trap.
You're taking them? To Boston?
I don't have to.
And I told you.
No. You don't.
No?
You and
For one, you.
Me.
Well, Snow White.
Snow White has a kid.
Apparently that book you gave him, not exactly the stories in the most traditional sense.
If you're gonna be back late, I can wait to eat with you.
No,
Does she remember the blanket?
I'll leave you leftovers. What a pretty blanket.
Thanks.
Hell is this? Okay, random person on a bike.
Granny's bed and breakfast is just up the road, another 2 blocks.
Thank you.
That's weird.
Hey, I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't give it.
Thought people weren't allowed to come into the town.
I thought you said strangers don't come to Storybrooke.
They don't.
All right, well that was episode number 9. Honestly, I'd probably give this episode a 7. I wasn't a huge fan of the resolution of the Hansel and Gretel in the real world story. I don't know, it just kind of felt easy. Like there was no complications to it really. I don't know, I felt like there wasn't any like conflict really. I was like, where are your parents? This guy. We pretend our car broke down. Like I don't know, it just didn't have like the punch. I like the kids though, and I like the guy that plays their dad. I don't know, just think the resolution of it all just wasn't the best. Hey, but let's break it down. I still enjoyed the episode though. So we start off. We're at the little store. Henry's reading like a Wolverine versus Hulk. Some kids want to be friends. And turns out the kids were using Henry to steal stuff for them. We then meet Sneezy, right? One of the 7 Dwarves. We go to the flashback or fantasy world. We see Hansel and Gretel and their daddy. They go to get some wood. They come back. Daddy is missing. We run into the road and we run into Regina and her evil cronies, or soldier people. We then hop back into the real world, and Regina has so much control. When he says that Henry stole it, she was just like, "No, he didn't. We're leaving." Like, what the hell? That's not how that works. But nonetheless, the kids get in trouble, or Emma comes to take care of things. Then here they try to fight back. Regina essentially says, "You know what? I like your moxie, kids. I'm gonna help you find your father if you help me." Then we have this. The kids say that their parents live in a certain place. They were lying. They sneak into their real house, which is essentially a basement. Emma could, she could see right through it, so she helps them out. Or she takes them, whatever, feeds them. We then have Mary Margaret, saying about the mom. Nobody keeps them remember her because she was already dead in the fantasy world, right? I believe. Because if she would have been in this world already and then died, people would have remembered her. So there we go with that. We go to look up the files. Somebody already checked out the files. Turns out it was Regina. She called social services. Emma didn't want to do that. She wanted to help them herself, find them, not put them into the system because she was a part of the system, and the system kind of sucks. Let's see. Regina needs them to go into this house, this gingerbread house. We then get to the real world. Henry says, "I know who they are. They're Hansel and Gretel." Bam. Let's see. Oh yeah, Emma gives Henry the story of his father, who he is. He's this magical, or he was like this fireman, perfect guy. Died in a fire. Hero story. She was BSing. When she told Mary Margaret the real story, there was no explanation, right, of who he actually was. He didn't really say who he was. He just wasn't he wasn't a good person. Emma says she needs something from them, from their parents, so she can figure out how to find them. We get into the house here, and jackass over here, Hansel, right? He is kind of let's just say, an idiot. You could have just taken one on the road. I mean, you could have done a lot of things. No, he decided to stuff his face during the mission of getting into the house and stealing something. Temptation. And it's not even like they're poor. They don't seem poor, at least in this world. Maybe they are, but I don't know. Take them on the road, man. Just put it in your pocket. The witch wakes up and captures them. I like the witch design, though. I like the way she looked. I liked her eyes. I liked her outfit. I liked the way she talked. It was very creepy. I very much enjoyed it. We then get a small snippet of Mr. Gold helping out Emma. So again, he does something here that again makes me feel like he remembers, which is just like this thing. Does he remember? I don't know, because how would he know what he knows? Nonetheless, the person that bought the watch bought it here 12 years ago about. He says he knows who it is. I need forgiveness. What did them say? Not
Just a name. I generally find that's all one needs.
What did she say? He's like,
About tolerance.
tolerance. He wants forgiveness. She said tolerance. We meet the guy. He's a mechanic at the shop. Again, I don't know how big this town is, but I feel, I don't know, more people should know one another. But going, find out he doesn't want the kids. He could barely take care of the shop. He can't take care of the kids, which is, I mean, a good enough. It's a good reason not to. It's a good reason. No, it's not a good reason. I was gonna say it's a good reason to not want to be able to take the kids, but it is his responsibility, and yeah, I mean that's just how it is. He doesn't become like a bad father and treat them like crap. Regina's like, take them where they need to go, get them to Boston. Essentially, Regina knew what was gonna happen if she tried to leave, I think, and accident killed, all that stuff. I believe that's what she believed was gonna happen. Because why else would she be so insistent on them leaving? You know what I mean? Other than she wants Emma to get into a car accident. We have the situation here with the evil witch here, or the blind witch. Again, the resolution for this wasn't great, but again, it is the resolution of the story itself. But that's why I honestly gave it a 7. The resolution to this, not great. Resolution to the other thing, not great. Even what Regina did to them, yeah, which is all kind of okay. Nothing was spectacular with that, but I did like like I said, I like the acting and the costumes, and I don't know, the story was fine. That's why I gave it a 7. I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored or anything. Regina burned the blind witch alive in the stove. We then get back here. Turns out she got the apple from her. They want to find their father, but Regina's like, you know what? Live with me. Have the castle. All the money in the world. You'll be happy. They say no, and of course we saw what happened to the sheriff before. Regina does not take rejection well, so I'm assuming the evil queen is the same way. She does some spell to them, spins them around in a circle, they end up somewhere. We then get Emma saying we have to take them, Henry warning her, you can't leave, bad things will happen. The car makes a noise, so either the car broke down because of where we were going, or Emma pulled off the whole shenanigans thing, or maybe it broke down and then she called. It was probably about part of it. Like once the car broke down, her mind just said, you know what, let's call the dad. Thought it was gonna be like an accident or something. When we get here, Regina wants to know why the kids rejected her. He said we're family, love, and he's like, well then you can, I'm letting you go, you can find each other, or you can get out and you can be together as long as you find one another. Then in the real world, I thought, okay, so as much as I didn't love the resolution, I thought it was executed as well as it was for the choice that they made. I thought that it built it up really well, and the emotions would have been like were there enough. You know, him looking at the kids, the kids looking back. I just thought that the direction here was really good. Honestly, it just didn't have any real conflict to me. But I enjoyed him. I don't know. I wish we would have got more about him instead of just him being the father that doesn't want the kids. Let's see. Changes his mind. She sees the kids. Emma cries. She's happy for them because, you know, she didn't get that resolution with her parents. She doesn't know who her parents are. They did. She's happy. We get here. She explains to Mary Margaret how good it would feel to find her parents. Tells her who Henry thinks her parents are. It's you. I'm surprised she didn't say that David was the other one, but, you know, you, Snow White. Get the blanket situation. And I'm very curious as to see how their relationship is going to change when they all find out, you know, that she's the mom or whatever. I'm assuming 7 seasons or so they are going to find out. Henry comes here, pumpkin pie. I'm always looking at a file. I want to see what the file said. It said like 7-year-old or something, right? I want to see what the file said. me see. Seven-year-old boy finds baby on side of road. Still no leads on deadbeat parents, but ooh, 7-year-old boy. Who's the 7-year-old boy? Like, who's that 7-year-old boy that saved her? That found her? Random person? Nonetheless, you know, we're here. Random stranger shows up. I thought it was gonna be the boyfriend, but it's not. Or the dad, but it's not. It's some random dude. I don't know how he got into this town, where he came from. Very, very weird. Very hot in this room, right? Yeah, I don't know who this is. I can't even think of something. He has to be somebody from the. He has to be somebody from the story, right? To get into this town, it can't be a stranger. Who is he? And he's not the dad because they, you know, Emma would have recognized him, I assume. And it has been 12 years or so, right? 13 years. I don't know. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon. Full, uncut, unedited reactions over there. If you don't, wait for them to get here. All that good stuff. It's really hot in this room, so I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.